Hello. Now we're going to try to do a piece of art inspired by Robert Reed. So we're going to use a lot of different shapes, textures, and colors to create an interesting image. The first thing you're going to do is do a free flowing line that curves around your paper. You want the line to kind of curve back on itself several times. So don't think about it too much. Touch the edge of the paper, go off the edge and come back. Let your lines overlap on top of each other so you get different shapes on your paper. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to pick out some type of geometric shape to layer on top of our curving line. So on your table, you have rulers and circles. So if you wanted to trace a circle or draw a shape with a ruler, you can. So you could use a ruler for like a square, a diamond, a triangle. You could decide to do a concentric shape. That would be triangles inside of triangles, circles inside of circles, etc. Or Robert Reed included a lot of geometric forms in his art. So you could do something like a cube or a cylinder or a pyramid on your picture. I think I'm going to try to do a pyramid. When you do your shape, you want it to go on top of the lines you've already made so that it creates new shapes. So a pyramid starts with a triangle. You could use a ruler to draw this. That would probably look better. So now where my new lines overlap, I have lots of other little shapes. Then let's pick a second shape, and this time let's let it go off the edge of the page. So I think I'm going to pick a circle, and I'm going to have it, the circles on your table should be cleaner than mine, but I'm going to have my circle get cut off by the corner of my page. Like that. So now I have a lot of new shapes. You're welcome to pause the video at any time so you have time to draw. All right, now we're going to start creating some different patterns and textures. The first thing we're going to do is pick out another shape. I'm going to pick a heart, and then you're going to pick one of the sections in your picture to do a whole bunch of that shape. So in my case, I'm going to do a whole bunch of hearts. This is going to probably take me a while, so feel free to start drawing once you get the idea of what I'm asking you to do. You also want to color in these shapes. So in my case, I'm going to color in my hearts in black. So after I get them drawn, I'm going to go back and color them all in with my black marker. After you finish your repeated shape, think of a symbol that means something to you. So maybe you really enjoy singing and you want to put a musical note. Maybe you want to use the American flag. Maybe there's a sport you really like to play and you want it to include a basketball or a soccer ball or a football. Maybe you really like art and you want to include a paintbrush. Maybe you like math and you want to put numbers. Maybe you want to include your initials as a symbol of you. When you include these symbols, draw them big and let them overlap the shapes you already have. So I'm going to include my initials, which are AK. I'm going to do them in block letters, so it'll create more shapes for me to fill in. So here's my A. And then here's my K. All right, and then the last thing we're going to include is some texture. On your table, you have a paper that has several different kinds, examples of different texture. You're going to pick 2 of these textures and you're going to include them in one of your shapes. So first, I'm going to start with these polka dots that have smaller polka dots around them, and I'm going to do them in this shape right here. So I'm copying the texture from the texture example sheet. And then my second texture I'm going to pick is going to be this chevron pattern. And I'm going to do that in this section. After you have your 2 textures added, if you want to add more textures, you're welcome to do that. If you want to add more shapes onto your picture, you're welcome to do that. After you're happy with your design, then your teacher will give you markers that have different colors that you could use to add color. If you do not want color in your picture, then you need to add at least 4 textures into your picture for it to be considered finished. All right, that's the idea. I can't wait to see what you guys make.